Market competition is a process of discovery. So we're constantly trying to figure out better ways of satisfying wants. And we're doing that by betting against one another, right? That's what your business is and everything else. And the net outcome of that is sort of the best ideas rise to the surface. And those entrepreneurs that develop them, they have an incentive to sell them into the market. So the innovation becomes diffused and it just builds itself in layers and layers. And I think that Bitcoin, it's probably maybe the best idea humanity's ever had. And I'm kind of looking into this now. I'm reading a bunch about ancient ideas, but it's really interesting to think about it that way. And then this is kind of a little bit of a tangent, but I wrote about this in the piece as well, that I think this is very important, that because we have monetary inflation underpinning our economic system, which is basically, as you said, Corey, it's taxation without representation. What I would say it's just theft. I mean, inflation is theft. It's a non-consensual transaction. It actually has the interesting effect of corrupting the morality of market actors and market participants. And I give this example in the piece of the winemaker operating in a centrally banked economy. So there's a guy that makes wine, typically sells his wine for $20 a bottle. He knows that his central bank, say, just doubled the money supply to quote unquote save the economy. And so he basically has three choices. He can keep selling his wine for $20 a bottle, and he'll take a 50% haircut in post-inflation dollars, right? He can water down his wine or use cheaper ingredients. So start selling his customers an inferior product, but at the same rate, say $20 to preserve his margin. Or he can mark his wine up to $40 so that he receives the same value for his wine in post-inflation dollars. So because there's monetary inflation in the economy, even if he's a good, truthful, honest guy and chooses to mark his wine up to $40 and sell it at full quality, he's going to face competition with people that are willing to compromise on quality or water down their wine, such that inflation actually incentivizes dishonesty. It incentivizes you to defraud your customers. And this becomes like an infectious disease in an economy. And it really corrupts the character of who you are, because you're forced as a market participant to weigh your economic well-being against your moral integrity, right? Am I going to defraud my customers? And it could be very marginal and small. Maybe I'm putting 1 ounce in my whole bottle of wine. Who's going to notice? It's no big deal. But it's these little accretions of theft that sort of, and then when he deceives his customers, all of a sudden they're getting less value for their money. So they're incentivized to defraud their customers, so on and so forth. So again, back to Bitcoin being this major breakthrough, we've never had a monetary technology with a guaranteed 0% terminal inflation rate. And if inflation is the source of this moral cancer that's riddling our world, then Bitcoin could be this, not only a pragmatic breakthrough, but a moral breakthrough.